What's going on, guys? This is... What is this? I don't know. Is this the turnbuckle? Is this almost expert wrestling? I have no fucking clue. But the, reason I'm gonna make this, is obvious, in the title, whatever I'm gonna name it. I've been thinking, and, this is long overdue, actually. This is way overdue, but now's the time to finally end whatever the hell this YouTube channel is. It's gonna end like after this video is posted. Obviously, I'm not gonna delete it after the video is posted because that would be pointless. I'm gonna keep the YouTube channel up. I'm going to rename it back to Almost Expert Wrestling. Put all the pictures back up because I am tired of this being called the turnbuckle. I'm gonna sound very bitter throughout this video, but it's just long overdue. My goal with the turnbuckle didn't work out, and it's not people's fault. It's not it's basically mine because I decided to just get rid of AEW, get rid of serious discussions in wrestling, and just decide to make it into a video version of kayfabe news, and obviously like The Onion. I thought it would, be fun, and it was at first. I was having fun coming up with ideas on my own, and made some videos that I thought were funny. I mean, that was the whole point of it. I would find it funny, and hopefully a couple others would. But let's not talk about the crap that was the turnbuckle. Let's talk about AEW, Almost Expert Wrestling, because that's what this channel was founded on. That's what I came up with suddenly, 2.5 years ago, basically. It was in April 2014. Decided to make YouTube channel. Let's talk about wrestling. Let's do it. And I was, I knew I had to come up with a good name. That worked out. And suddenly, I don't know. I thought, I'm not an expert on this, but I'm talking about wrestling, and I was like, well, I'm almost an expert, I guess. And then all of a sudden it clicked. Almost Expert Wrestling. I don't think I've ever explained that before. It just came in my head, and I made up the logo, and I was very proud of it because, Windows Paint is quite an app. And, it was fun. It was a fun ride. Even with, like, nobody watching. And nobody's going to watch this. I'm guessing I'm going to predict it right now. I'm going to get... Kyle's going to watch it. Oh, I mentioned his name. Kyle's going to watch it. And maybe a couple people who follow me on Twitter am I going to change the name after this? I don't know. At Turnbuckle YT is currently what it is. That's going to change. I'll talk about that later, because that's pretty important. I'm going, this video is not going to get many views, but, it was a fun ride doing AEW. It was some fun times. I remember doing it by myself. I'm sure we mentioned this in, like, one of the videos, like, where I attacked Kyle. I don't know. Whatever. Basically, I was by myself doing this. I was like, that was my plan. And then I met Kyle, and I was like, this kid knows what he's talking about. Kid. He's older than me. And I was like, I'm gonna, I'll let him be in a video, and we'll just whatever. He can say whatever, Let's see how he does. And he did so great. And I was like, you want to do this again? And he was like, yeah. I was like, you want to do it again? And then it was like, okay, I guess you're a part of this, I was really having fun, and Kyle and I did some great videos. I know nobody watched them, I know, but we made great videos. As far as the, actual discussions were concerned. Obviously, our production was terrible. And basically, it was just me talking like this, holding a phone up right underneath where you can't see on the camera. So my arm was always like this. Hey, Kyle. Oh, just so cheap. I know. But it was still fun to do. And obviously we did the angle where we had the match, the first match for the AEW Championship. And I don't want to talk about all the stories right now, because who knows, maybe in the future Kyle and I will get together and discuss it. Who knows, maybe on YouTube. All the stories from like what was in our minds when we were coming up with the match idea. All of the plans. Oh, I want to kind of talk about it, but we will in the future. I'm pretty certain, because that's something that I'm sure he would enjoy doing too. Unlike the turnbuckle. But did the match. We did a second match, a couple videos in between there, and we were after a while we're doing pay-per-view predictions. Those were fun to do, but they were such a hassle because we had to wait until the Tuesday before the pay-per-view because, we had to wait till the final, the match card for the pay-per-views were complete. And that's usually on Tuesday because Raw was the only show that really mattered back then. We'd make them, and, all of a sudden something would come up in one of our schedules, and it would just screw it up, and that's, I don't care about that. I'm not angry about that. At the time, I was, especially because most of the time it was Kyle. I mean, he can admit that. Something always came up for him. But it was great. And then, I was doing the Make AEW Great Again. I wonder who I stole that from. And all of a sudden we were starting to be slackers. It wasn't really us being slackers. I wanted to make videos. Kyle he wasn't losing the drive to. It was more like we were both kind of getting frustrated at each other for, having different schedules. Like, it was just becoming so annoying for the both of us. So it was like, we would plan to make a video and then it would just never happen. There are so many planned videos that have never happened. And I just, anyway, blah, blah, blah. We had a good run, and obviously, I guess I could talk about why I could reveal why Kyle decided to leave AEW when it made its transition to the turnbuckle. The turnbuckle, fucking hate it. What we did was we were in a video together. Obviously on the phone together, talking about how we're going to change it, how, what was the date for it, like June, I'm going to guess 21st, 16, maybe? I'm probably dead on, because, that's how, whatever. Anyway, had these big plans. I was like, you want to do this, Kyle? Do you want to change it up? And he was like, yeah, I guess so. I could tell he wasn't really too thrilled about it, because it was something I really want to do, I thought we could put our creative minds together, make some funny videos, because the turnbuckle came from this idea. We actually, during AEW days, we would come up with this idea. I kind of did, actually. He'll tell you that, Kyle. I came up with this idea called Funny Fridays, and I know it sounds cheesy, but that was the whole point. We would, once a week, post a video of us talking about nonsense, and it would just be, should I reveal the name of our first one that we did? The only one that we did, because what we did was we made this video, which I'll reveal in a second. We made this video. It went on for like 10-15 minutes, and it was pure comedy gold. Like, it's a good thing we had, picture on the screen when we were talking, almost like a podcast almost. Because it was just the funniest thing. We were coming up with these great lines, especially Kyle. He gets so much credit. That's why I wanted him to do the turnbuckle. It would have been so much better. I have no doubt about that. And I'll tell you the name of the video. It was that Luke Harper, obviously it was wrestling related. Luke Harper had an obsession with I'm losing it. Luke Harper had an obsession with pizza. I know, you're probably not giggling at all. Maybe you let it exhale out of your nose a little bit, but you didn't laugh. But it was funny as hell. We made this 10-15 minute video. It just came out of nowhere. And I made this terrible photo edit through Microsoft Paint, Windows Paint. And where Luke Harper was like, I put his face on somebody in front of a big pizza in front of him, and with his tongue out. And it was, we were coming up with, I know it sounds stupid as hell, but we were coming up with, while he's out of action because he was injured at the time, he's just lost himself, All of a sudden he'll pull a pizza out of his beard. But I have no proof of that, because the thing that really made Kyle upset, made me upset about the Funny Friday and not really wanting to go through with it, is because we lost that first video. What happened was I screwed up. It's all my fault. I was recording like I am now, and I had anyway done the steps to save the video on the computer, and I was on the phone with Kyle, and I was just talking, afterwards. I was like, alright, that was really good. And I'm going through, and I'm saying, yes, accept, whatever, blah, blah. And all of a sudden it pops up, something else just comes up, and I'm like, cancel. I just hit cancel. And what that was the narration of that. And so that entire, audio recording of us is gone, and that was just terrible. That was absolutely terrible. And I screwed that up for sure. I was just distracted. I pressed cancel, and Kyle thought I was kidding at first, because I usually make stuff up like that. But I accidentally deleted it, and I forever regret that, because it was pure comedy gold. I swear. Like, I know the turnbuckle videos were not the funniest, but you would have pissed yourself at this video, I swear. Anyway, I just talked about 5 minutes of Luke Harper's obsession with pizza. For the love of God. No wonder I'm deleting this. Delete. I met him. I met him before he was broken. Kyle and I did. I've said his name a million times. He's not even here. He didn't show up. I didn't invite him. Anyway. Like I said, one day we're going to get together. We have to. He knows it. I know it. Because we talk about it every now and then. We'll go through and talk about what was in each other's minds going into the first and second match, how it was done, how we got the extras that you saw on screen and off screen. How we were upset about the first match being like completely a failure because of the lighting, which we thought was going to be okay. We watched the video, we watched the first match back, and the lighting looked fine, but then once it went on once I was editing it, for some reason it was just not there, and I was doing everything I could to brighten it up. That's why I had a commentary, because you couldn't see what the hell was going on. Hence why we made the second match outdoors, in the middle of the day, the bright sun. As a matter of fact, when we were recording that, I could save this for that video I talked about. When we made that second match, it was actually the hottest day of the year. Last summer. It was the hottest day of the year where we were recording that. It was just record high, but we had planned to make it. It was our only day that we could do it. It was just, we were sweating our asses off, and when that match was over, holy smokes, I was drinking water the rest of the entire day. Hey, how's it going? You're probably not watching anymore, but I'm gonna end it here. I'm just gonna end it before I continue to ramble. Anyway, it's been fun, and you know, thanks for, I mean, whatever. We don't have any subscribers. We never did. And after this, who's gonna want to subscribe to us? Feel free to do so. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about the future of what's going on. Like I said, I'm changing it back to AEW's name, this YouTube channel, even though I'm not going to use it anymore, except for that video. Oh yeah, as for the Twitter, because I'm not going to talk about the website, because that's just going to continue to be there. I made some great blogs on almostexpertwrestling.weebly.com. I hope that's up still. I don't know. I'm not going to check it, so why the hell would you? I clean my nose weird. Anyway. The Twitter account, TurnbuckleYT, which is going to be changed. I'm going to change that in like a day or two, I don't know. As of the time of this video being recorded. I'm going to change it, and what I'm going to do with the Twitter is, I've already changed the bio. Basically, I'm still going to tweet WWE, because that's the only thing I really want to tweet about. Obviously, you know, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it more of a personal Twitter account. I'm still going to have the same ideas. I'm still going to tweet funny crap, stupid crap, unfavorable opinions, such as Roman Reigns is actually a great wrestler, on there. And I'm still going to do that. So, I mean, follow the vultures, right, Jerry? You know, yeah, I'm going to tweet about WWE. I'm going to tweet about, you know, I'm a Walking Dead fan. I'm going to tweet about that. Tweet about, tweet about anything. Anything that's on my television. Basically going to tweet about, and that includes sports. Because Kyle and I wanted to make this video the argument of if WWE is a sport, pro wrestling is a sport. I'm not going to give what my side was, but tweet about other sports, I guess, I'll put it that way. It's like the NHL, because I'm a big hockey fan. I've mentioned that a time or two. Tweet about maybe the NFL, maybe the NBA, maybe the MLB. Of course, right now during the World Series, go Cubs. And yeah, tweet about whatever. So if you find me there, and yeah, because I need to end this now, and I forgot to add this line. This is a soundbite that was in my head. I gotta say it now. It'll be playing years from now. I need to end it because there are so many great wrestling YouTube channels right now, and my chances are just so low. You know, there are great. I'm gonna name other YouTube channels. We don't really mention this. We've never brought up other names of other channels. I mean, there are great channels like What Culture Wrestling, Grimm's Toy Show. I'm gonna name my favorites. Willpower, obviously Up, Up, Down, Down. What are some other wrestling ones that I watch? YouTube Wrestling Facts. That guy does a great job. They all do great jobs. I'm sure I'm missing a few. I'm sorry if I am. Wrestling with Regret. What else? I don't know. I'm sure I'm missing a few. But anyway, those are some of my favorites. And I've gone to a point where I'm watching YouTube more than I love watching YouTube more than I love making it. And I understand the chances are low of obviously getting even 100 subscribers, which I've done on another YouTube channel, which I just ended too. And it's fine with me, because what am I going to say that's better than what they're saying? If anything, I'd repeat what they're saying, and you're not going to watch a low quality video coming from me. You're not even watching this actually now. This is for no one. And it's time. So great, so many great channels, and yeah. I can go out, and I'm not really sad about this, because I've gone months without making a video on this channel. I've gone months before without making one, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm back. Sorry for the break. I've been doing nothing. I've been lazy. That's basically what it is. So, thank you for watching, or not watching. Actually, if you made it this far, you really have no life. I'm just kidding. Thank you for watching if you did. Thanks for sticking around if you did. But it's just time. And how do I close this? See you next time. See you soon. See you later. Adios. Farewell. Bonjour. Bye. Till next time. This is Alright, yeah, let's do that one. Alright, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is AEW.